The saga of Conor McGregor continues to unfold in the public eye as the UFC superstar's personal life and career face yet another major setback. McGregor, once known for his charisma and dominance inside the octagon, has found himself embroiled in a highly publicized civil case after being accused of assaulting a woman named Nikita Hand in December 2018. After a month-long legal battle, McGregor was found liable for the assault, with the jury awarding Hand $250,000 in damages. Despite the verdict, McGregor maintains his innocence, fiercely asserting that the encounter was entirely consensual. The case, which had been closely followed by fans and media alike, has now raised significant questions about McGregor's future in the sport and his status as a global celebrity. The high-profile nature of the case has led to a storm of media coverage, and the ripple effects have already begun to affect his business ventures and public image. But what really happened that night in 2018? What is the full scope of the accusations, and how has McGregor responded to the allegations? Let's start with the basics. Conor McGregor is no stranger to controversy. His brash personality and unapologetic attitude have made him a polarizing figure in both the world of sports and popular culture. However, in recent years, McGregor's personal life has taken center stage as much as his career inside the octagon. The allegations against McGregor date back to a Christmas party at the Beacon Hotel in Dublin in 2018. Nikita Hand, a 35-year-old hair colorist, accused McGregor of assaulting her in a hotel room after the two had interacted during the party. The assault allegedly took place after McGregor had been drinking and had engaged in flirtatious behavior with Hand. What followed, according to Hand, was a brutal attack that left her traumatized and seeking justice. For years, McGregor has denied the allegations. In fact, he even issued a public statement following the accusations in 2019, where he categorically denied the claims. His legal team worked to dismiss the case, arguing that Hand had fabricated the story for financial gain. Despite these claims, the case moved forward and culminated in the civil trial earlier this year. During the trial, McGregor's defense strategy seemed to hinge on the argument that everything that transpired that night was consensual. McGregor's legal team presented witnesses who supposedly corroborated his version of events, with all of them swearing under oath that no assault had taken place. This defense, however, was not enough to sway the jury. After several hours of deliberation, the jury found McGregor liable for assaulting Hand, awarding her $250,000 in damages. This verdict was a major blow to McGregor, who has always prided himself on his reputation as a fighter and a public figure. But rather than accepting the ruling, McGregor made it clear that he would appeal the decision. In a statement released after the verdict, McGregor acknowledged his past mistakes, admitting that he had made poor choices in his personal life. He expressed regret for cheating on his longtime partner, Dee Devlin, and for entertaining any advances from Hand that night. "I should have shut the party down," McGregor said in his statement. "I should never have stepped out on the woman I love the most in the world. That's all on me." While McGregor admitted to some personal failings, he steadfastly denied any wrongdoing in the assault case. He reiterated that everything that happened that night was consensual, and he accused Hand of manipulating the situation for her own gain. "Everything that happened was consensual," he said. The witnesses who were there swear under oath to that. But the case has not just affected McGregor's personal reputation, it's also had far-reaching consequences for his business dealings. McGregor has long been a global brand, with partnerships spanning across multiple industries. From his lucrative sponsorship deals to his involvement in high-profile projects like the Hitman video game series, McGregor's business empire has been built on his public persona. However, following the verdict, some major brands have begun distancing themselves from the fighter. One of the first to sever ties with McGregor was IO Interactive, the video game developer behind the Hitman series. McGregor had been featured as a character in the game, but following the civil case verdict, IO Interactive announced they would be removing all content featuring McGregor from their platforms. Consequently, we will begin removing all content featuring Mr. McGregor from our storefronts starting today, the company stated. This marks the first major brand to publicly cut ties with McGregor in the wake of the case, and it's likely that more will follow. With McGregor's social media following at over 47 million across platforms like Instagram and X, formerly Twitter, his online presence is a significant part of his financial portfolio. Losing support from brands and followers alike could have a serious impact on his future earnings. And it's not just brands that are reconsidering their association with McGregor. Social media users have also begun to take action. Calls to unfollow McGregor on platforms like Instagram and X have gained traction in the wake of the verdict, with many users choosing to distance themselves from the controversial figure. As tech expert Jess Kelly explained on a recent talk show, unfollowing McGregor sends a powerful signal. When you unfollow someone, you are a minus from their reach and from their follower count, Kelly said. Therefore, it's one less thing that they can factor into the cost that they can charge for sponsored social media posts. The impact on McGregor's social media presence could be substantial. In addition to his brand deals, McGregor often uses his platforms to promote products and services. His recent posts have included links to products, with McGregor using his massive following to boost sales. If people continue to unfollow him, McGregor could find himself with fewer lucrative opportunities in the future. However, McGregor isn't just facing backlash from the public. His professional future is now in jeopardy as well. The fighter has not competed in the UFC since 2021, when he broke his leg during a fight with Dustin Poirier. McGregor had been preparing for a return to the octagon, but his involvement in the civil case and the potential impact on his ability to enter the United States has raised serious questions about his UFC career. The civil case verdict could complicate McGregor's ability to secure a business or tourism visa to enter the U.S. Given his numerous business interests in the country, this could have serious consequences for his future prospects in both the UFC and his various business ventures. UFC President Dana White has already made it clear that McGregor's return to the octagon is under consideration, but the latest legal issues may push his comeback further out of reach. Throughout the trial and in the aftermath of the verdict, McGregor's longtime partner, Dee Devlin, has stood by his side. The couple, who got engaged in 2020, have been together for years, long before McGregor became a household name. Devlin has been a constant presence in McGregor's life, and her support has not wavered despite the serious allegations against him. McGregor's relationship with Devlin was central to his defense strategy, as he repeatedly mentioned how his actions that night had hurt the woman he loves. "I should have never responded to her outreaches," McGregor admitted. "I should have shut the party down and taken care of the people who matter most to me." Despite these public acknowledgments of regret, McGregor has made it clear that he plans to appeal the verdict. "I have instructed my legal team to appeal the decision," he stated in his post-verdict statement. McGregor's legal team has yet to confirm when the appeal will be filed, but given the gravity of the situation, this case is far from over. So, what's next for Conor McGregor? The fighter, who has made millions both inside and outside the octagon, now faces a future clouded by legal battles, public scrutiny, and damaged relationships with major brands. Will he be able to turn things around and make a successful comeback to the UFC? Or will his past actions continue to haunt him, damaging his brand and career in ways that can never be undone? One thing is clear: McGregor's future hangs in the balance. He may be the king of the octagon, but outside of it, his battles are far from over. As the saga continues to unfold, only time will tell if McGregor can reclaim his place as a sports icon, or if this latest chapter in his life will be the final blow to his once unstoppable empire. The world will be watching, waiting to see how the story of Conor McGregor plays out. Will he rise again, or has the fall already begun?